Hello, Tandem Nomad Nation. How are all of you? By the looks of Amel's recent survey, it looks like a lot of us are struggling to maintain focus. Listen, today I want to share with you a story to kind of help you understand what is happening with our bodies and our minds at this point in time. And then I want to share with you a boundary you can put in place to help you regain your focus. My name is Sharoya Ham. I'm a behavior change specialist, a parent coach, and the founder of Embrace Behavior Change. 17 years ago, I had my third child. I brought my new baby home, revised some of my old routines, and just kept it moving. It was working until one day I found myself trying to clean up and think about what I was about to prepare for dinner, and all of a sudden I became overwhelmed. I had just exhausted myself, and something inside of me said, "What is enough?" How do you know that you have done enough? What a powerful question. I did not understand what enough was. I just kept trying to do more and more. It reminds me of what's happening right now. Many of us have been forced to have our children come home and oversee their schoolwork. Some of us have had our spouses move in or partners come in and do their work in our space and take up our energy and our time. And what we've tried to do is put some revisions into our old routine and keep it moving. But unfortunately, this hasn't worked. But actually, it's fortunate because our mind, body, and spirit are simply saying to us, the routines that we had in place before aren't working because I've never been in this place before. So can you please help me find a new routine? Well, the question now is, how do we do it? We have to set a boundary in place called enough. And how do we begin to do that? Well, first we have to dial it back. So when I was faced with that question about what is enough, I took some time that evening to write down what was the minimum I needed to do in order to feel satisfied that I had done enough. So I was preparing for the next day, simply trying to ask, what is enough? Today I want to challenge you is to take a moment, dial it back. Before you try to amp it up, just take a moment to dial it back. Plan tonight or tomorrow morning and ask yourself, what is the minimum I need to accomplish to feel satisfied? Write it down, and then that becomes your boundary. So what I did was I put in place, I did what I said was enough, and then I made a promise to myself to keep a boundary. That when I accomplished enough, I could not hop over the boundary and do more. Instead, I had to reserve that extra energy that I felt I had to replenish my mind, to replenish my body, and to replenish my spirit so that I could move forward. Today, I want to challenge you to do the same thing. Define your enough. Make a commitment to yourself that you will not go over the boundary of enough. You know, I use the slogan, you can create the home environment you want, one behavior change at a time. And I promise you that you can begin to regain your focus as you define enough and then make one behavior change at a time.